Okay, now I just need to press both of them really quick.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's jam.
Nice.
Welcome to Spyro Speedruns Cup 2021. This is Group Sugiura, correct?
That is correct,
Yes.
This is Wituz versus Bobbledink. We are doing post-commentary.
For the second time.
For the second time.
Why exactly
accidentally-
are we doing post-commentary?
Basically, it was just a case of the the recording of the audio did not take place, so it would have just been a. Well, actually, no. I think you each recorded your own audio, didn't you? But no one recorded the call audio, and we didn't have Craig, so.
Yeah, exactly.
It would have been a very patchy call where it's just like you two sometimes speaking to people that we can't hear. So. Is
the audio for this being recorded now?
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
I hope so, at least.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we didn't do this a third time. So.
Yeah, so this is actually the second time we've tried to post-commentate this, because we just spent about 5 minutes watching the race before realising that we were just watching the same person's footage twice, rather than the two different races. So,
So can you bring me up to speed on what the goal was?
Yeah, so the goal of this is to get the egg from boss first. But we changed that because, the last time I did this race against Cola Pro, the race was actually first to Midday Gardens, and he won that. But when he wasn't boss, he just got the egg and then quit the game. And then there was this huge debate, like, did he actually win? Because he never got to Midday Gardens, but he just picked up the egg. So yeah. But yeah, he ended up getting the win anyways.
So to avoid any further confusion.
Exactly. So now we're playing it safe this time, and we're just gonna go first to get the egg from boss.
Okay. Looks like you guys took different routes at the beginning, at least.
Yeah, which we didn't pick up on at first because they were just taking the exact same route, like a second apart from each other. For some reason, it wasn't until like, imagine if Desert Monkey hadn't pointed that out and we just watched the entire race thinking like, oh wow, this is
oh wow, we were so on par.
Wow.
Yeah. I was just looking to go like, one player turns left, another player turns left. One picks up jet, another picks up jet. I wonder what's happening.
It would have been funny as well. So we were just watching Bobbledink's footage and we were talking about how Bobbledink, this is your first ever speedrun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you were kind of saying like, obviously match time nerves are a real thing. You can see the mistakes, in hindsight, you can see the mistakes you made that you wouldn't have made in like a practice run. What would have been really funny is if you actually didn't watch your footage and you were just talking about the mistakes that Wituz made.
It's
like, oh yeah, this is actually really bad. I've never seen me play this before. It's like you're just talking about Wituz's footage.
Were there any stipulations, pray tell?
Looks like it's non-changed.
I think we mentioned in the race itself, like we asked like skipping into levels allowed, and I don't think it was ever like I think it wasn't banned, but I think both races said like they weren't planning on skipping egg requirements. Were you like none of you skipped into a level before unlocking it or something?
Yeah. So there was a self-imposed challenge, or what I like to call a Garian mode, where you had to collect a minimum.
On that Garian.
Yeah, it's like I think it's just.
So what I like.
Okay. See you later, Morgan.
I was about to say a
it's a
self-imposed what I like to call. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So
but yeah, less of a stipulation and more just like I think both races had decided not to.
Yeah, so a willful, self-imposed challenge of getting 14 eggs minimum.
Yes.
Yep.
Pretty well.
Much it. Yeah, because we said anything was allowed, but none of us can really do any of the major skips, so yeah.
No, I'm trying to... Sorry, I was trying to simplify what a Garian mode was, so Yogamonio could actually do it.
Fair enough.
I'm liking your Cloudy Spire strat. Just looking at it now, yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think it's
That's
a bit different from the last time. Yeah, I don't know if you could do this faster. You probably could. But then you would have to do the skips. But I think this route is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, has there been any differences in eggs yet? Have either of you got an eggs that the other one didn't? I'm guessing with you talking about Wituz's Cloud Spires, then did he get eggs that you didn't, Bobbledink?
Yeah, it was just, I seem to recall when we did the original race, there was like a point where, you know, you guys were like, oh wow, you got like a whole bunch of eggs in one. So I was just wondering if that was the point, or if this was the point where he's getting the Sunrise Spring Egg now, because that was one of the first ones I went for, so, you know.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cloud Spires is really good for really fast eggs. There's a lot of them just sort of like lying around the level.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's good for, you know, evaluation purposes as well, to kind of see, you know, oh yeah, you did that and that worked and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely good watching these back and seeing like what your opponent did and getting ideas for it. So I remember in the first one when I played against Toto, because I knew like I was definitely going to lose that match. But I thought like the good thing about playing someone like Toto is you can see what they would do in your situation, kind of thing. See like how in your next race you could use that, like and learn.
Yeah,
whatever.
definitely.
But you actually beat Toto once, didn't you?
Not in ISGP. No. In DRA, I beat him in 100 egg because he had a really heavy handicap, and I still only just beat him. And then in
earnest, it was not. In earnest, it was not much of a handicap for him, because most of the skill points he could get were from essentially doing the quote-unquote main route.
I'd say it still adds like a good 6 or 7 minutes to your time, which is like quite a considerable amount. It's like because it wasn't just the fact that like it didn't change the egg route much, but it's the fact that like you had to go out of your way to get those skill points. So like the first one he gets is is flaming all the trees in Sunnyvilla, which like, you know, it doesn't mean he has to change his egg route, but it does mean it takes like an extra 50 seconds in there kind of thing to go toward the trees, which you wouldn't usually have to do.
Fair enough. Fair.
I beat Toto once actually, but he also had a really heavy handicap there because he was playing with one hand. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you raced him at the very start of the tournament, didn't you? So his initial handicap in ISGP2 was that he played one-handed.
Yeah, but that was banned later, I think. But yeah, he did that for one match, and yeah, he did really well actually. Almost won, I think, one-handed.
He's insanely good. Yeah. So.
He's beast.
He's won like all the tournaments, hasn't he? Or most of them.
He came. He was in the grand final of the first one, and I think he finished third, maybe. And then he won ISGP2, and I think those are the only two he's been in. Could be wrong. But yeah, like his success rate is like 95% or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
So.
I think he's definitely one to watch in terms of routing as well, because he has a way of looking at the table and being like, oh, okay, I'll do this, and that, and it's like, you know, you don't see what he's doing until like 10 minutes in, where he ticks off 4 objectives in one go, and you're like, whoa, where did that come from? Like, it's really good to watch.
Yeah, he's incredibly good at bingo as well. Like he's not one of the runners that like only does the speedrun categories. Like he knows the games inside out. Kind of things. He does a lot of bingo, I think, or did. Yeah. I don't know if he does or did, but he knows it well. Yeah.
So around here was where I used the skip in Cloudy Spires, which I just learned to do the day before, really. Nice. And yeah. I can tell that there was like some kind of apprehension of I might get it, I might not. So
was that the 2 sun seeds?
Yeah, where you go into that portal.
Yeah.
I still love how Reignited kind of makes it easier to do that skip. Like,
oh really?
Yeah. Well, essentially you don't have to like do any out of bounds. You can just glide from the start to the end platform.
Oh, wow.
I've not tried it on Reignited, but
Yeah, you'd think with the knowledge that, you know, people have been doing that skip for however many years Spyro 3 was out before Reignited, that they might have patched that up, but never mind, I guess. Mind you, Spyro 3 was the one that had the shortest development time, didn't it, in the Reignited
Yeah,
one?
I know.
Probably had more pressing matters, in all fairness.
yeah, I don't know. I think they should have given it another year of production, really, like the entire trilogy and everything. Because Spyro 3 is the one I've grown up with the most, and you know, the one that got me into Spyro. So I was a bit disheartened to see that they dropped the ball the most on that game.
They dropped the ball on all three, but people seem to find good uses for it as a speedrunning game. Although that's only
it's still an
because
enjoyable game as well, I'd say.
that's only because of Perfect Hover.
I'd say there's still enjoyment to be had. It's still Spyro, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Even if it's not like.
I must apologize. I have to get going. I needed to go shopping. I think the coast is clear of those ne'er-do-wells in my driveway.
No worries, man.
Have fun, guys.
I shall see you all later.
See you in a bit.
Alright, see ya.
That sounded very much like his supervillain alter ego,
Yeah,
didn't it?
I was getting nervy.
There was a YouTuber that used to go by the name of Madison Skull, and that's what his voice reminds me of so much.
I know he's a voice actor. I wonder if that's his way of practicing it, or it just felt like it.
Life is a stage. He's giving his best performance. Ooh. So this is Wituz, that's you going into Buzz now, isn't it?
Yes.
And Bobbledink, is
And I
this your
remember
last
I was
level
like-
before?
This was my last level, and I remember, like, you said something about Buzz's rolling animations being better in this game, and I was just like, wait, is he in Buzz now? God, let's go, full pet, you know.
Hit the panic button there, sorry.
Exactly.
But yeah, I just learned the new strat for boss, that you can stand on the corner and then make him roll into the wall. And then you should save a lot of time.
Yeah, I'd say it easily saves like, I don't know, probably over a minute.
Yeah,
It's
pretty good.
very, very fast. Because like I said, that must be where I overtook you in our race then.
Oh yeah, that could be actually.
Spoilers that I overtake Wituz at one point in the race. It's me and him.
No.
I forgot that, yeah, this is obviously going to go before then, so, but we'll leave it at that.
I mean, the Buzz glitch can be another run killer as well.
Buzz glitch? Oh, what, where he's
Yeah,
stuck
you know,
in
where you, like,
animation?
you stand and then he kind of rolls in place.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
someone
I
mentioned
suppose
there's a way to get him out of it, isn't there, or something, but can't you, like, die trying to do it, or something?
Yeah. Well, I think I died on my run. I suppose this is the first time you're actually seeing my footage as well.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, because my internet's not great, so.
I remember us saying as well, actually, that you still had a chance of winning this if Wituz were to die in Buzz.
Yeah, and then that's when he won.
I thought he actually went down to 0 sparks. I thought it was like he actually did almost would almost die.
Yeah, I think maybe I got a sheep or something.
Yeah.
Were you trying to do the quick Buzz method then, Bobbledink?
Yes. Doesn't always work, so I've learned.
Yeah, I think it's quite particular with where you stand and like where you face the camera and whatever.
Yeah, what you've kind of got to do is move it.
Bing.
See that? It
Oh,
worked
yeah,
then.
that was.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, that was unfortunate.
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
That's,
I mean, I'd already lost at that point, so it wasn't too much of a thing, but you know, it was still disheartening.
It's never nice to die in a boss fight.
Really not.
Speed runner or not.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh,
Oh my god.
and again, yeah.
Yeah,
That's nasty.
that was just not my day.
Well, like I say, it was your first race, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's bound to be things like that. Ooh. Surprised that didn't kill you then.
Yeah, no, I got very lucky.
Did you find ISGP from just watching YouTube or what, Bobbledink?
I picked up that strategy from. Well, actually, I think I was aware of the strategy anyway. I can't remember how this one came. And then that.
Oh, there it is. Love that. Oh, okay. So yeah, even bumping into it doesn't stop him. Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, I did defeat him eventually. Just how did we get out of this? Oh, there we go.
There you go.
It's out.
Yeah.
It's not fair enough.
No, I thought considering everything, I didn't do too badly in this run. And for a first run as well, like.
Oh, no, definitely.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Could have been a lot worse. Could have not done the Cloudy Spires skip. So.
Yeah, and obviously the more that you play and the more races you do, the more things you pick up like that.
Yeah.
And the more consistent you get as well.
Yeah, and it's also your first race, so yeah, of course you are nervous. I mean, I was for sure at my first race, and still is a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, the nerves never
Yeah.
really go away, do they?
That's it.
You just learn to control them better, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
Nice.
GG guys. I'm glad we
GG.
finally got the race commentated.
And I'm glad you guys on YouTube are finally seeing it. So there we go.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one.
Bye.